Welcome to the Apple Daily News. This podcast is created by Generative AI. Today is July 10th, 2024. Links to all stories can be found in the episode notes. First up, let's dive into an intriguing article on Alana Goyal's website. The platform's user interface was crafted using V0 by Vercel, which generated React code from a screenshot of Apple Notes. The app leverages Next.js for routing and is hosted on Vercel. Notes and metadata are stored in Supabase, with content rendered in Markdown via React Markdown. For privacy, new notes are saved with a session ID. Mobile swipe gestures are implemented using React Swipeable, and keyboard shortcuts are inspired by Vim. The OG images, which resemble Apple Notes, are dynamically generated. The platform is open source on GitHub, and the article expresses gratitude to those who provided feedback and assistance. In a significant development, Apple has finally approved the Epic Games Store app for iOS in the European Union after facing 2 rejections. This approval follows Apple's announcement to allow third-party app stores on iOS in compliance with the Digital Markets Act. The app initially faced rejections due to button designs that Apple felt were too similar to its own. Despite the disagreements, Apple has approved the app, but will require Epic to make future changes. Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney criticized Apple's approval process as arbitrary and obstructive, vowing to fight the demanded changes. The Epic Games Store will soon be available to iPhone and iPad users in the EU, although Epic still needs to develop key components, like its mobile payment system. Next, let's talk about TUAW, the Apple blog that ceased operations in 2015, which has resurfaced as an AI-generated content farm. The site has been publishing articles that closely resemble content from sources like Mac Rumors, using bylines of writers who haven't worked there in over a decade. Former writers have raised concerns about their names being used without consent. The TUAW domain was sold to Web Orange Limited in 2024, but the sale did not include the original archive. The new owners claim to have updated content from archived versions, but comparisons suggest minimal effort. Questions about the use of AI and unauthorized use of former writers' names remain unanswered. In other news, Apple has removed 25 VPN apps from the Russian App Store at the request of Roskomnadzor, Russia's telecommunications watchdog. The order targeted apps like NordVPN and ProtonVPN used to access content deemed illegal in Russia. Apple notified affected vendors via email, advising them to contact Roskomnadzor for more information. This move is part of Russia's ongoing efforts to block VPN services, following a law banning VPNs, proxies, and Tor signed in 2017, but not enforced until 2019. This highlights the ongoing battle between tech companies, privacy concerns, and government regulations. Shifting gears, Microsoft has decided to give up its observer seat on the board of OpenAI amidst increasing antitrust scrutiny faced by big tech companies in the AI sector. Apple, which was also expected to join the board as an observer, is now unlikely to do so following Microsoft's withdrawal. Microsoft had previously invested $13 billion in OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT. The decision by both Microsoft and Apple to step back from board roles underscores the regulatory challenges faced by tech giants in the AI industry. Lastly, let's explore the Love2D GameMaker app, designed for creating 2D games on iOS using the Love2D framework. The app offers a feature-rich editor for creating sprites, animations, and scripting game mechanics with Lua. Users can import their own assets or choose from a library of resources to customize their games. Love2D GameMaker allows for cross-platform compatibility, enabling users to export their games to multiple platforms. The app boasts an active community of developers, comprehensive documentation, and regular updates based on user feedback. It provides a versatile and intuitive platform for game development on mobile devices. That's all for today's episode of the Apple Daily News. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you can find links to all the stories in the episode notes. Stay updated and see you next time.